Joey Teague, son of Mike and Patty Teague and longtime Taifa members, was born with cystic fibrosis. Despite this, Joey went to school, graduated with honors from Judson High School, and attended the University of Texas at San Antonio for 3 years, all while struggling to stay healthy. Joey also coached in Taifa with the Live Oak Jaguars from 1998 to 2006 and was a husband and father. Joey passed away in 2007. The Joey Teague Taifa Volunteer of the Year Award was established to recognize and bring attention to the many volunteers who help make Taifa one of the premier leagues in Texas and the nation through heartfelt passion, enthusiastic commitment, and a contagious spirit, all of which epitomize Joey Teague and all that he gave to youth sports. For more information or to nominate a volunteer from your organization for the Joey Teague Taifa Volunteer of the Year Award, send your nominee's name, contact information, and a short bio as to what makes them a great volunteer. You can send the information to helpdesk@taifa.com. That's helpdesk@taifa.com. The Joey Teague Taifa Volunteer of the Year Award. Recognize your volunteer. Rock Solid. A Rock Solid soft shell helmet is the first helmet a kid will ever wear. It enhances the experience and allows kids to feel like big-time football players. After their NFL careers, the Rock Solid team was built on the powerful idea that by delivering gear that promotes a better experience, they can help to preserve and grow the game of football. Rock Solid is a proud sponsor of the Texas Youth Football Association and the Taifa Radio Player of the Game Award. For more information on how you can get your Rock Solid soft shell helmet and other great gear and apparel from this authentic football company, go to www.liverocksolid.com. That's liverocksolid.com. Or call 855-282-8880. Email rocksolid@info@liverocksolid.com. Rock Solid. Football is for everyone. We got you.
Breaking new gate.
You're listening to Taifa Radio on the Taifa Sports Network. Time for the best youth sports radio show. You're listening to The Zone. Here's your host of the show, Kenny Long.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to The Zone here on Wednesday night, starting at 8 p.m. A little bit late start. As usual, I get up here, and all of a sudden my computer is needing to update and wanted to take forever to do so. Tommy Lee, I don't even know. What team are you with, Tommy Lee? Already the Facebook Live video is up, and people are just going crazy. Sending me messages talking about how don't sleep on me, don't sleep on us, don't sleep on us. But no, you don't put a name. I don't even know who you're talking about. And some of y'all that know me and listen to me on a regular basis, let me tell you, I just got my voice back. And you could probably hear the raspiness in it. I'm not sure how long I will last tonight as we try to go through all the predictions and stuff as we look at the first round of the brackets. But we'll hang in there as long as I can. But don't get me riled up. Now, do not start getting me riled up already, because it may not work out for you too well. The voice is hanging on by a thread. I definitely need to save it for this weekend, as we got a lot of things going on. I got a lot of games going on as well. Some people are already asking me where we're going to be. I already know where I'm going to be at. We're going to be in Houston. We're going to be in the Cypress area for the games at Smith Middle School, being hosted by the Cypress Mustangs. We'll run through that schedule and let you know what those games are going to, who's going to be on those games. But you could probably already hear just in my throat already just how raspy it is and how rough it's going to be a night. So I may turn up the volume on the microphone a little bit. I may kind of lean in a little bit more. I try not to talk as loud as I normally do. But I tell you what, I know we're going to open the phone line. Some people are going to have some things to say. They may not like my predictions, and that's fine. That's why we're going to open up the phone line and see what you got to say. Now, mind you, I'm only going to put the phone lines on ever so often. I did the count, and during the playoff reveal show when I opened the phone lines, which normally I got to give it to y'all. Got to give it to you. Y'all brought it. You definitely brought it on Sunday night, because even the board members of Taifa were just shocked at the fact that my phone just continued and continued. I had it on silent. They could hear it vibrating on the table as I was having to actually not answer phone calls just to get through the information that I had. So it was a great time on Sunday night. So a lot of great things. Of course, you're listening to The Zone here on Taifa Radio Monday, every Wednesday starting at 8 p.m. And definitely as playoff time begins, it is going to be a big deal. Now, one of the things that we didn't do was we did not do Facebook Live during the playoff reveal show. I'm actually starting to get away from that for the simple reason that this is Taifa Radio. It's not Taifa Video. I do it here in the studio, and that's fine because it's stationary. You can sit there. But I get a lot of people ask me, why don't you do the games? Why don't you do the games? I can't call the games and video a game at the same time. It's just not going to work. I do radio for a reason. I like doing radio, and that's what this is going to be. So make sure you're listening to Taifa Radio during these broadcasts because eventually Facebook Live is going to go away. It also, in case you don't realize it, it does mess with my signal. I had some internet issues. I was talking to the guys. They were coming and checking some things out. Even though I've got a really good internet system and a really good signal here in our studios here in Brenham, the Facebook Live video actually pulls quite a bit from that. And that's where sometimes it kind of goes in and out at times because it's struggling. So we need to pick one or the other. And it's Taifa Radio. We're going to go radio. So everybody jumping in. Thank you for joining us. Fighting Ducks, Lubbock Texans. Yeah, Grant Phillips, that's exactly what I tell him. I have a face for radio. Brandon Edwards says I should come watch the Ascot Aggies come play when they're tight. You know what? I got to tell you, I actually had a weekend where I reached out to the Aggies and asked them if they wanted me to come out. And we were trying to get that set up, and they refused. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to see the Atascosa Aggies. Cypress Mustangs, Junior Barons jumping in, Colleen Trojans. All kinds of people jumping in. So a great night on Sunday night. Of course, Saturday we were at the San Antonio Junior Mustangs, and a fantastic group out there. Gave away the Taifa Radio Player of the Game Award to three of their players, as they three players out there at those games. We also had Sunday we were at the San Antonio Predators taking on the Judson Junior Rockets, and that was a great day despite the fact that I was stuck in the rain. Had a canopy cover, but there was no power, so I couldn't have to use my full setup. So I was on the phone, on the field doing the games, all four of the games, and got pretty wet. Tried to stay as dry as I could, but got pretty wet out there and ended up at the War Room that Sunday evening for 5 hours and did a broadcast here for the playoff reveal show. By the time I got up Monday morning, I couldn't talk. Had some other radio shows I was supposed to do on Monday and Tuesday. Couldn't even get those done. Just no way I could even utter a word. And as you can probably hear now, it's even trying to struggle on me here now. So we'll last as long as we possibly can here as we go through the playoffs. This is an exciting time. It's playoff time, isn't it? Nothing better than playoffs in Taifa. Already heard some of the people, I've seen some posts here and there, some of the complaining about having to travel. And again, I can tell you right now, if you are in Taifa, you join Taifa, you join with the knowledge that playoff time, you are going to travel. Get used to it. Get over it. If you don't like it, then by all means, go find some place that you can play where you stay in your own little city and play the same teams 5-6 times the entire season. Here in Taifa, that's not going to happen. So we are going to travel there, and there are a lot of traveling going on, getting set up for this weekend. We have 3 games that are being played, by the way, sometimes between now, or is actually even Monday, leading up to the end of this week, and then having to play Saturday and Sunday. Those games, the Lubbock Red Raiders and the Odessa Junior Broncos. The winner will move to the number 15 spot in the bracket. This is in the Division II rookies. And then the County Line Regulators playing the Somerset Fighting Bulldogs, and the Junior Falcons playing the Junior Brahmas. So still some deciding to be made, as so many teams were over 500. That's the route they had to go. That's amazing, Wayne, man, how people remember the things that I say at times. And yeah, that's exactly what I said. Eight no and having to travel to Houston, but it doesn't mean you got the number one slot. And number one slot doesn't even depend on whether you travel or not. A lot of it has to do with who can host as well and prepare those games, things of that nature. So traveling is going to happen. That is the lore of Taifa football, especially in the fall. When you get to the fall playoffs, it's time to travel. It's time to go here. It's time to go there. It's either lace them up, man up, and put it up. If not, then I'm sorry. Got to go. Got one game going on right now. I think there's another one set for tomorrow as well. I think up there in that West Texas matchup is supposed to be going on. So predictions. Of course, that's what everybody is wanting, is predictions as we head into the type of playoffs. So I have gone through the brackets. And I have made my selections who I think will win in the first round. So we'll start off with Division II flag. In Division II flag, first game you look at, you got the number 1 San Antonio Hurricanes taking on the number 16 Galveston County Seahawks. And I'm going to take the number 1 San Antonio Hurricanes. Number 8, I think it's the Centex or Central Texas Spartans. It says Sea Spartans. Taking on the number 9 Texas Horned Frogs. This is a number 8 playing a number 9. The Horned Frogs being the number 9 and the Spartans being at number 8. And that is going to be my first upset pick of the playoffs. And I'm going to go with the Horned Frogs. I think the Texas Horned Frogs in an upset in Division II flag there against the Spartans. The Texas Spartans coming to number 4, playing the Lubbock Red Raiders at number 13. And I'm going to take the Texas Spartans on that one. Pflugerville Hawks and the Brush Country Rattlers. Hawks coming to number 5, Rattlers at number 12. I'm going with the Hawks. Hawks flag has got a history. Now they're coming in as a little bit of a higher seed, number 5 seed. I'm going with the Hawks on that one. Number 2, West Texas Longhorns. They get the Junior Broncos, and it's the Junior Broncos out of West Texas. The Odessa Junior Broncos. I'm going to go with the West Texas Longhorns. Number 7, Lubbock, Texas, taking on the number 10, Texas Storm. And this is going to send some shockwaves. I'm taking the upset. I'm taking the Storm over the Lubbock Texans. So there's an upset right there. The Texas Storm over the Lubbock Texans. 10 over number 7.